Welcome. It's July. We're going to be talking about some positive adventures and some fun stuff that you could be doing with the family. George, what are you wearing? You should be wearing a PEI shirt.
It's July. Positive adventure time. I thought I'd be dressed for the occasion.
Yes, you could.
Okay, maybe it's a little much. I'll lose the glasses and the hat. How's that?
Yeah, we'll
All
go
right.
ahead and let you lose the glasses and hat, and then we'll get right back into it.
How's that?
That's beautiful. Again, if you want, you could dress the way you want to dress. If you go to the beach in your sandals and your shorts, that's up to you. But let's get right into it. So some positive activities that help us feel better. I know that for me, that helps me feel better about myself and doing positive adventures. Playing with pets. I know that you have two dogs, right, George?
Apalapaloo and Junie the Goonie.
Yeah.
They help me stay in shape, try to at least, taking long walks and enjoying my pups.
Yeah, that's cool. And, taking walks, whether it's with your pets or with your family in the evening time. I know it's getting hot out there, but, you can pick and choose the times you could take a walk. Some people like to take a walk in the evening time where it's just getting cool and it's not that hot. Playing games is a fun way, especially when you got families that come down from different states and they're visiting, and maybe some of the family can't be outside. So playing games is a fun time as well. Cultural practices and activities. There's a lot of stuff in the 9 consortiums that we serve here on the reservations that have a lot of cultural practices, such as gatherings, powwows, dances. So get involved in some of those. Those are some of the things that you could be doing. Arts and crafts. There's a lot of different arts and crafts that we do here at Indian Health, right?
Yeah, when we talk about, feeling better and getting through difficult times, arts and crafts is a great coping skill. We've encouraged that from as long as you've heard our presentations. And also, not every kid wants to go out and play football and baseball. We have some kids that just aren't into it, especially during the hot 100-degree temperature days.
Yeah.
Arts and crafts and storytelling projects like that, they're really good activity. But going back to storytelling, it's a really good opportunity when we're having family gatherings for our older folks, our grandparents, our uncles. They really can't do those long days, those outings. It's a good opportunity for them to be involved with the gathering and telling family stories. This is where the family traditions are revived and kept going.
Yeah, especially if you got family that you only see maybe once or twice a month,
right.
A year.
Right.
Hearing their stories and being able to carry those stories to your children and their children,
right.
It's an exciting moment, especially in that memory that you hold.
Right.
And it's always good to have fun and interact with the kids. Some of the stuff is having fun with the whole family. Everyone loves to have fun. Again, especially if your family only gets together on certain occasions, once or twice a year. It's a good time to have fun with them.
One thing that we want to take advantage of during these times, if we think about summertime or the school year and summer, and now in the summertime, in the month of July and August, it's really a time where we have one-on-one time with our kids and the families together. This is a time where we can build those relationships and really get to know our kids and build that rapport and strengthen that relationship. You think about how long the school day is and how grueling the schedule is for our kids, from 7 to 7 sometimes. You have the kids that are doing school, after school program, practices, and that goes all year long. You get into July where your kids kind of kicking back and just hanging out and you have maybe some vacation time. This is a really good time to build that relationship, to show your love and build those bonds with our kids. That way it really gives them, when you're going through those trenches and that grind, the kid knows that you really care about them, and you can remind them, hey, this summer we're going to do this, or
yes,
we can do this summer, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And in the process of that, building relationships, there's a key to teachable moments. Having those teachable moments, especially when you're building those relationships with your family. When you're going out to restaurants and everybody's sitting around the table and having those teachable moments for the family that has come down to see you and enjoying them.
Yeah, don't wait for the moment. Don't think you have to create the moment. There's always an opportunity for a teachable moment, or even to learn as well. And to improve. But teachable moments could happen during any experience, especially when you're together with your family.
Mm-hmm. So enjoy those times of building relationships with your family. Some really cool activities that go on during the summer. Some outdoor games. You can indoor games. So a lot of stuff going on. After school programs. The summer programs that are going on. They have a lot of exercise and routines. I know George and myself were talking about routines, and it's important to have a routine.
Yeah, sometimes, especially on vacations and family outings, some of us have the kids that want to know what we're doing, when we're doing it, where are we going next, and they're so eager to be in the know. Routines are really good for those kids, and some of us are like that too. Where are we going? When are we going? What are we doing? A routine is really good, and sticking to that routine, that can help somebody that's really anxious and wanting to know what's going on. It's really helpful, especially if you have a large group. Having an itinerary or a routine could help people kind of trust the process.
Right.
And then when some of the things that you can do when you're out and about, those of us that are fortunate to be out here in sunny Southern California, hence the shirt. Look at all the stuff there is out here. Some of the local parks, the beaches, the local sites, the campgrounds, the mountains. There's some beautiful things out here to take advantage of. They really don't cost a lot of money.
Right, they don't. And even, sometimes you go to the beach or the parks or the local sites. Maybe if you have multiple kids that you're taking out throughout the summer, you can be like, okay, we're going to take you guys out to the beach because you like the beach, or you guys out to the park. And, and everybody gets together and has fun while they're doing this.
Right. Some different types of activities, though, besides your traditional that we talked about. Jason, you mentioned the culture activities. It's really a good time for kids to take advantage and learn some of their culture. A lot of our after-school programs are so awesome, and getting really, really involved in those culture activities and having the leaders come and teach, whether it's language or dressmaking or skirt making, beadwork. That stuff, you could keep kids busy for the whole summer with one small project.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't have to necessarily be your cultural practice. Any type of beadwork. Kids, we've done, how many times have we went and done a beadwork project and the whole room is just quiet?
Yeah.
And some of the best stories come during those beadwork activities, and kids will just share some great stories, So different types of projects as well, like organizing or cleaning things up. Building, gardening, cleaning up the garden. I know it's hot. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. Staying cool, and then hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out. And that's one of the most important things is while you're hanging out, having fun doing it. And this is July, but throughout the whole year, you can have fun and have a lot of positive adventures throughout the whole year. It just it doesn't have to be just July. I know we have a partner that says he lives on the beach, and he's in his positive adventure all year.
Oh yeah. So let's talk about the staying cool.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So we want you to go out. We want you to have fun, and it's really easy for us to tell the kids to go outside and play. The air conditioning bill could be running up, so we want to try to stay outside, but let's be mindful of heat-related illness. Okay, we really want to be mindful of safety. Heat-related illness is very real. You could check your CDC websites. You could check the health clinic. Come down here, talk to the doc. Check your local websites. But heat-related illness is very, very real. Heat stroke, heat exhaustion, heat cramps, sunburn, and heat rash are probably some of the top things to look out for, and they can happen like that.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter how old you are. Young kids and older adults. Some of the signs for heat stroke that we look out for, obviously the high body temperature, but headache, dizziness, and nausea. For heat exhaustion, some of the similar ones, but the muscle cramps, the weak pulse, and heavy sweating. The heat cramps, heavy sweating during intense exercise, and muscle pain and spasms. And then the sunburn, obviously you could see some of the sunburns, but painful red and warm skin. It doesn't have to be sunny outside either to get a sunburn. We think the sun has to come, but some of those overcast days, the sun burns through the marine layer.
Yeah.
I don't want to pretend like I'm a weatherman. I'm not. I just like to have fun in the sun. But you can really get sunburned during those. And then lastly, the heat rash. Those are some of the warning signs to look out for. So again, be mindful and stay safe.
You know, and if you're feeling this way and feeling sunburn or heat exhaustion or anything like that, start drinking some water, or maybe go to a cool place, maybe rent a canopy if you're at the beach or if you're at the park. Go sit under a cool tree and just relax and take some deep breaths. So those are some things that you can do.
And if you feel like you're in a situation where somebody's really sick or you don't know what's going on, don't hesitate to call 911.
Yes.
You don't hesitate to reach out, take them to urgent care or come here to the clinic and get some help. It's definitely worth you being safe.
Absolutely.
So let me talk a little bit about the history of why we talk Positive Adventures. I know you guys love hearing us, our presentations and our lectures, but we really try here in the health promotions and marketing department, Indian Health, we try to have fun and we try to make it interacting. We work with a lot of youth, but more importantly, we work with a lot of seniors and elders, and we don't want to bore people out of the room.
No.
We want people, we know that people like to have fun. We want people to enjoy themselves when attending our activities. And one way that we learned was for experiential type learning. Our boss, Beth Turner, brought UCSD to our program and taught us how to really intertwine and mix the really, really serious mental health topics with fun, positive adventures, and that's something I want to challenge you guys how to do. We don't all have a lot of money, we don't all have a lot of resources, but that doesn't mean that we can't get the family together and really work on our well-being. Mm-hmm. It's stressful, life's difficult. We all are going through difficult times. It's hard raising a family. We know.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we can't. It doesn't mean that we can't show our kids a nice fun time this summer, and so be creative. And also, when you come to one of our activities and when you come to the clinic, trust that we're trying and we're always working on our presentations, and we're mindful that we're talking about really serious topics, and we also know that we want you to have the best experience
Absolutely,
possible.
Especially when you spend your time to come and listen to us or talk to us, or your time is valuable, but we do want to get the message out there, about having fun but keeping yourself safe at the same time.
Because we hear it when we're boring, we hear it. Oh yeah, we do. So this is, for example, a little activity that we'll do out in the community. So if you're watching this and you're running one of the programs, this is some of the things that discussions and the formatting that we'll have. Jason can do some mind mapping, or we could just be up here talking. We can give suggestions and ideas. We're not the doctors. Our goal is to get you in. If you need some ideas on how to have fun with your family, or some of this can be really stressful, family outings and spending time in the summer and not having a lot of resources, and some of it can be really stressful. If you need some help, our goal is to get you in here. Our goal is to get you in to talk to some of our doctors, some of our therapists and professionals. Jason, myself, and we care about you guys, and we just want to connect. We want you to know that the clinic is a place that you can come, that you can get some help, get some tools, and get back out there with the fam and have some fun. And this is all year long, not just for Positive Adventures.
Right. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas for us, let us know that your ideas, and maybe we could have some fun with your ideas.
So just to close it out, we'll give you guys a little an idea of how to set up an activity. This is kind of the format that we go through, and we want to encourage mom, dad, uncle, even kids. I love it when I see the kids take leadership in a family dynamic and start a game. Isn't that cool?
There's always one.
And they usually the ones that get it cracking.
Read all the directions.
Yeah,
let's go.
And so we try to do it with the SMART goal. A specific, Make it measurable. Okay, what is this activity about, and what are we going to get out of this activity? If we're going to take a long trip, how much money am I investing in this trip, and what are we going to get out of this trip? I mean, you hate to put a dollar amount with a family vacation, but hey, we don't have all the money in the world. And in return, what are we going to get? We're going to go up to take a trip to family's house, and in return, they're going to meet all their cousins, and they're going to see some of the sights, and they're going to remember this forever.
Yes. Going to be a good memory.
So that's some way to measure. Assignable, who's doing what? Is it realistic? Can we realistically make it in the 3 days or whatever the idea is? And then time related, how long will this take? And that way everybody knows what's expected. Another strategy, the noise model, you want to get everybody in the know. You want everybody to know what's expected. So when a game starts or when you're starting to travel or in the morning, people hate when you're like, I like to have a talk. Everybody come in here. Everybody here. Yeah. You get a lot of oh and oohs and whoa. Yeah. Here he goes now. But once you start talking, it gets quiet. Yeah. And you realize that people like that information, especially during a big family gathering. People want to know what's going on. Yeah. People want the update, and that's what we call teeing up. Whether it's, we're going to do a game, here are the rules, or whether we have a long day ahead of us, here's what's planned. Yes. Or if we're at a place, here are the rules, here's how we're supposed to behave, here's how long we're going to stay. So that's kind of teeing it up and giving people what's expected, and then during that you'll go through the specifics, what we're doing and what our goals are.
Yes, especially if you're out hiking and it's hot or something like that. It is good. It is good to use these SMART goals and have everybody together and tee up and be like, okay, we want everybody to stay together or stay this far apart. If you get too far apart, holler, let us know. Hey, I'm kind of way back here, and then so wait for them and. It's keeping everybody safe as well.
Right. You also, know that there's some different family dynamics. So a lot of times we have our own personal agenda, but be mindful that not everybody might feel comfortable in those dynamics. Sometimes with family, brothers might not feel comfortable around each other, or cousins haven't talked to each other, and we think that this is going to fix everything. Yeah. Be mindful and ease up on stuff like that. And this is a good time when you're teeing up to recognize the room and recognize the atmosphere. And maybe someone's not doing good. Maybe someone's tired, and just being mindful.
Yes.
So,
absolutely. So, if you need anything from us, from Indian Health, you can always reach us at 749-1410. And if you have any questions about any of this presentation, about what goes on, or even if it's something that you want to ask questions, feel free to give us a call.
Yeah, you need some tips, some pointers. Again, if any of our youth leaders are watching, some of our administrators in the schools, reach out to us. We're on vacay mode right now, but once the school year starts, we get back into business, and we love hanging out with you guys. We have tons of activities and projects, like I mentioned. We try to be creative, and we're always working on the craft. But we know that it's important. The mental health information that we talk about is really important. So reach out. Thanks for taking the time to listen. Jay, thanks for letting me be thanks for letting me being flexible on the attire. Don't tell the boss, though. I might get dress coded.
So you know what? Dress how you want to dress on your positive adventure, and you know what? Be safe and have fun.
See you guys. Have fun.